Network. On with us, our special guest, Chris Cowan and Mike Narr of Polygraph, polygraphradio.com, www.polygraphradio.com. And that was a great song just because of the fact that, you know, I've been a hip-hop fan since, I guess you could say, you know, the days of Run DMC, the days of, like, Paris, you know.
Public Enemy. Look at all of those guys.
Yeah, sure. I mean, back when
Ice-T
was real, Ice-T, exactly. I mean, when music was
OG.
real, and it wasn't really all about, let's say, like what you have, but more like who you are. You know, what's your character, and really, you know, who are your people, and that was really the sort of genesis of hip hop, and it's good to see, you know, a return to that, and the song itself, you know, it's interesting because there are people like that, you know, when the times it come down to and the times are tough, you know, who is going to stick around is who's going to be the ones running, you know, and sort of waiting for FEMA to do what they do, and waiting for a good meal, a hot meal from FEMA. And I'm sure there'll be many people, friends and family alike.
Well,
that's right.
You know,
that's right. That's
Brent, wasn't that the song? See, when I was listening to it, I heard you talking about, you know, the love of your life getting shot, and, you know, weapons under the floorboards, you know, weapons under the floorboards and making your move, and all within the context of. Go ahead, brother.
That's probably how half the people who are listening to this broadcast. I mean, for all of us to be in this and know beforehand what's going to happen, how hard is that on the soul from the get-go? Well, we got to deal with that and remain positive, because as I tell people, the first thing and the only thing they want is to take away your happiness. So we got to deal with the fact that we know all that, and then remain positive, and then get ready for it. And that's the hard part, and that's what me and all my people are trying to do. And we're not, you know, trying to be wild about it. We're just, and the funny thing is, I'm in a daily job. I always remain with the people in customer service. That's my thing. And everyone already knows. They know. People know, and they're getting ready, and it's just so interesting to see it happen. But those other people that refuse to know, they know in their gut, but refuse to recognize that they might bring us down with them. And that's the part that the song, you know.
Yeah, but you know what's funny, man? It's like, you know, people tell you, "Oh, you're being negative. How can you live all day thinking about all this crazy stuff? Doesn't it bring you down?" And I'm like, "No, not at all. It invigorates me, man. You know what? It opens up a man's heart. You know what I mean? Because you have something righteous that you can stand up for.
Something worth fighting for.
Yeah, bro.
You know, there is no, you know, sort of a real war going on right now, and there's no sort of, you know, test of manhood and no, you know, rite of passage. And
now, we've all been castrated.
Exactly.
You know,
the ones that aren't castrated are chemically lobotomized and are, you know, watching American Idol, unfortunately. And that's one of the great things about the music that you're doing, Brent. Real quickly here, we've got a few more minutes with you. Tell everybody how they can support you and what you're doing and how they can get your music.
Well, first and foremost, they can always go to polygraphradio.net and check me out there, because that'll link you up to a lot of my stuff. But it's real simple. You could do a Google search on Blood of the Brave. You could go to bloodofthebrave.blogspot.com. That's my blog where all my free videos, you know, come out. I'm releasing an album with my label mate, The Scribe, and it's entitled Enemy of the State. 14 tracks free, 5 music videos free. It'll be all a zip file. We're going to have about 300 pressed up so we can give out. You can also go to MySpace and type in Blood of the Brave, or just go to MySpace /Darkside Inc. Darkside is about 10 years old. Half the guys aren't even into music, but that's who we are, and we recognize that there is a dark side. It's not like we are like that. It's just, hey, there they are. And who was the one to bring balance to the Force? It was Vader. Vader brought balance to the Force. He threw the Sith, you know, over the side in the movies, blah, blah, blah. But I do shows. We travel. We're trying to get out there more and more, but we've been doing shows for the last 5 years. It's possible. I could be in your city. You know, you could get me in your city. Indianapolis is home, but
we need you in Philly. We need you in Philly August 8th, my man. We're doing a big show in Philadelphia August 8th on Front Street in Philadelphia, where they hold the annual Philadelphia Film Festival. And we're going to have 6, 7 bands. We're showing America Freedom to Fascism on a huge screen that reveals the stage.
Excellent.
And it's, yeah, man, if we could get you out here for that, it'd be worth the road trip.
Yeah, that would be down. We would be down. We're just, this is actually an old idea. 5 years ago, we thought that people would be down with this. That's why we're so involved with Polygraph, is because we got a chance to get the truthers and the sovereign individuals out together at a park or at a show. And the more we get together, the more we help each other. That's what we could do. And look out. Who knows? In the next couple of years, we all might be meeting face to face and actually bringing real change to this country.
Oh, yeah. And, we're excited this event's going to be in Philly, too, because Philly was the birthplace of the revolution, man. Philly is the birthplace of the Constitution. It's a great city, and that sentiment still runs deep in Philly. I mean,
home of the Liberty Bell.
Oh, well, when Ron Paul threw an event there, it was huge. I think it was his biggest showing in Philly, but it was right at the Constitution Center. And, man, I got to tell you, afterwards, people were just running through the streets. It just felt like old school Philly again, man. It was great.
Hey, Brent,
I just got back from Philly. Yeah, but I really appreciate your guys' time. Keep up the good work, and everybody out there, we're all in this together, so let's all stay together and help each other out.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
We definitely want to bring you guys back on the radio show because I think it's so important to really give these artists a great platform to be able to do this kind of radio or do this kind of music and have somebody, the listeners of Oracle Broadcasting and across the Fruited Plains enjoy some of the things that they don't get to hear about on the regular AM, FM, HD radio stations.
That's right. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. We'll be in touch. You're coming on. You're coming on Truth Movement Records, right?
We'll see what's up. I'm independent solver, but I'm down to support the cause. And if you guys do it the way you're doing everything, I'm there to help. So
wide open.
It's all real.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brent. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.
Now, guys, real quickly here, we got about a minute and 50 seconds or so. Tell people how they can get involved, how they can get a hold of you, and some of the events you have coming up.
Mike? Well, I think the main thing to do is to really just keep coming over to polygraphradio.com. We got contests, we got things going on all the time, and really support these artists. I mean, that's really what we're here for. If you're a potential advertiser, man, or if you just want to give us some donations and stuff, I mean, we ain't out to make $1 million over there. And as you can just see here with Blood of the Brave, I mean, he's going to put his music out for free. He's really just doing this. He's down for the movement, But there's a lot of other artists that, that need our support and everything. And this is going to unleash, I think, just another wave of this movement that's just so necessary. I appreciate you, Doug, for having me on the show, and Chris, and
absolutely,
and Polygraph Radio.
You guys are brothers, and we all have to work together, Mike. I mean, all these networks. Sometimes you see the silly infighting that goes on with. It's ridiculous to me when I hear about this kind of thing. But we can all only grow this movement together. That's the only way, as an alliance, as an army.
Oh, exactly. And that's the thing. We've all dealt with a lot of it with so many different radio networks going up and down for so many different reasons, and it's sad, and that's why we started Oracle Broadcasting. And that's why you guys started PolygraphRadio.com to get straight to business and inform people about some of the great music they can hear about. Guys, thanks so much for spending time with us today.
Thank you. Take care, brother.
All right. There goes Mike Nowak and Chris Cowan of PolygraphRadio.com. Definitely check out those guys and support them. And on the other side, lots of news and information. This is the Intel Strike Report.
You are now listening to the